Here's a great year and model, unique especially in classics. It's a 1962 Chevrolet Biscayne two-door sedan or two-door post. Era correct dual quad setup 409. Big block underneath the hood. QB suffix code. That's teamed up with a 4-speed manual transmission. Also has power steering. According to the previous owner, original California car, and also believed to be original miles. We'll get around to the interior underneath the hood here in a bit. First, I want to let you take a look at the chrome and the bright work up front, headlight surrounds, grille. As you can see, black paint shows well in the hood. I'll get to a few imperfections on this one up on the roof. There is kind of some checking or crow's feet, and we'll get to that in just a bit. First, I want you to know, 3-month, 500-mile warranty protection plan. That is included in the purchase price. May be extendable out to 10 years. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. You can call in at 507-386-1726. UniqueClassicCars.com is where you check out all the still pictures. You'll be able to see close-ups of these wheels, billet, especially Talladega wheels. And you can also see Willwood disc brakes behind there. And then take a look down the passenger side of this car. You can see how nice and straight that is. Like I said earlier, majority of the car, the black paint shows very well on. And up and down that passenger side is definitely nice and straight. Vinyl cloth blend, bench seat up front here. And again, we'll get around to the driver's side. We're gonna start it up, let you hear it run. It is also originally a heater and radio delete car. You can see an aftermarket retro sound stereo has been added, and we'll get into that in just a bit here too. Now, on the roof of the car, I don't know if I can get this to show up, but like I said, there's just some light checking. You'll hear it crow's feet sometimes. These are awful small to be that, but you can see where there's some light checking on the roof. Does this car still present very well? Absolutely. I won't be afraid to take this to any of the local shows, roll-ins, cruise-ins. Also remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. And of course, we can assist with transportation. Now, let's take a look at the chrome on the rear. Bright work on the trunk and deck lid. You'll be able to see still pictures inside the trunk. Again, UniqueClassicCars.com. Another thing to remember is open door policy for third-party inspectors. You know, somebody else come take a peek at this car. Maybe you can't make it due to distance or time yourself. Not a problem. Like I said, we have an open door policy for them. Let's take a look from the rear to the front. On the driver's side here. And again, you can see how nice and straight that is. The paint on the sides and the trunk, the hood, I mean, black literally looks like it's wet. Granted, it's black. You'll find a few imperfections here and there. We try to represent them as fairly as we can with the walk around video, and then of course all the pictures that are online. And then at the end of this, you're going to be able to kind of go on a virtual ride along with, take a little spin in this car, see what it sounds like, see what it looks like from the interior vantage point. All right, and as you can see, seats free of rips, tears, holes, also in nice shape. Great look on this car. If you've watched my videos before, I'll show you something. I get back here, that's the true color of those seats. It's a nice red. If I get up on top of it, it's gonna wash out. Just like that, kind of look orangey. That's not the color. Got to step back, get back here. There's your true color of that interior. All right, let's take a look. A few things I want to get into before we start it up and I have it running. On the underside of this car, it does have Viking double adjustable coilovers in the front. It also has Ride Tech Hypercoil springs with Viking double adjustable shocks in the rear. I mentioned the Willwood front disc brakes. Also has heavier sway bars in the front and the rear. Give you an idea on this interior, I mentioned that retro sound custom installed stereo. It also has custom Pioneer kick panel speakers, and there's an amp underneath the seat. I want to show you these gauges and check those out. Those are Speed Hut gauges. The previous owner did say the speedometer a little bit sticky, so you hot rodders out there and people that know classic cars know what I'm talking about. Hangs up a little bit. Tachometer right here, and of course that retro sound radio, as well as the 4-speed manual transmission. Let's go ahead and fire this up. And I'm going to connect the battery. There is a battery disconnect on here. Let's get that connected, and then we'll fire it up. All right, go a little better now that we have power. Again, 409 dual quad setup. Let's check this radio out real quick here. Stop on one if we get reception in the building here. We may not. I have power to it. There should be a station will come in. Good sounding stereo. Check these gauges out. As a cold start, so I would expect temp gauge to be up. Oil pressure. That looks like fuel. Those are working. Tach. Also working. Alright. Door closes very nicely, and listen to this. Sounds good. Alright, so I got the hood popped when I connected the battery. The springs will hold it about a third to half open. I'm going to get a prop rod in here. We're going to check out this engine bay and wrap this video up. And here it is. This engine bay looks as good as the rest of the car. Griffin aluminum radiator. Does have the one wire 200 amp alternator conversion I see there. Good power steering. Look at how nicely this engine bay is presented. Wow. Here's that battery disconnect mentioned before. Flowmaster exhaust. That's why this car sounds so good. Beauty, folks. Also remember, at the end of this video, you're going to see what it's like to be inside this car and go down the road. 1962 Chevrolet Biscayne 2-door sedan or post. Era correct, 409 quad setup, QB suffix code, 3-month 500-mile warranty protection plan included in the purchase price, may be extendable out to 10 years. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email 507-386-1726. Call in. UniqueClassicCars.com. Check out all the stow pictures. And remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. And of course, we can assist with transportation.
Hey, did you know that this car qualifies for an extended warranty? It's just like the one you get at your new car dealership, except it covers your classic car instead. It covers all the major components like engine, transmission, drivetrain, and you can get coverage up to 10 years. Repairs aren't cheap. These extended warranties are a no-brainer. Contact us for a quote on this car today.
Today we have a 1962 Chevrolet Biscayne. This is a 2-door. Beautiful condition black paint and beautiful condition red interior. The original looking seats. This is a 4-speed on the floor. Really nice running car. Sounds great. First thing I noticed was the fit and finish is very nice on this car. Everything feels tight the way it should. Right there in the field of view on that nice flat area, them, it may need an antenna, but there is a thumb drive port with USB hanging down below for your tunes. The wipers do work on this car. Headliner, interior, door panels, dash, everything looks really nice.